Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are having a fantastic day so far. I hope wherever you are in the world today has been treating you well. In today's video I'm giving you my first update for Project Level Up. I have got some progress. I am very excited to talk about this. So if you want to see what this whole full face of makeup is, I posted this a couple of days ago. You will have already seen it if you have seen my channel before, but in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about the Colourpop Sweet Talk palette. So this is the palette that I rolled in for my Project Level Up. Now I feel like I am doing this a little bit differently to like everybody else on the internet who's doing this. I am just trying to hit the usage goal for each level rather than hitting pan, because so much of my collection has I have no pans in any of my collection, so hitting pan is like so far off that just feels incredibly daunting. So I am just working on the like actual usage, like dipping into each pan the amount of times to level up. I hope that makes sense. So this is what the palette looked like when I first rolled it in 1 month ago at the start of the year. Obviously you can see there's like not a lot of movement on any of the pans. There's not any real dips or anything like that, although I've used this palette so much. There's not a great deal of progress to show for it. There's not any sort of real dips, and then this is what the palette is looking like now. So I feel like obviously there's like, you can see that there's movement on some of the pans, like a little bit. I've dipped into all of these pans at least once, but some of them I've dipped into more. Obviously that's just the nature of like usage, as I've been using it sort of organically throughout the month. I feel like the biggest like progress is on the shade on the bottom row, which is called West Side, the 1 second in, the matte dark brown. I feel like you can really see where I've been dipping my brush into that one, and that fills me with a lot of joy. I don't know how much progress you're going to see over the other shades, and I don't know how long it's going to take me to get any sort of pan progress on this, but I'm just working up to level 5 on this project, and then I may roll something in or I may keep on going. I'll see how I feel when I get to that stage, but that is how the palette is looking now. I just love this palette. I have loved dipping into this. So I do have a few pictures to show at the end of ways that I have used this throughout the month. I think I've got 2 pictures. I'm not sure. Honestly, all of the looks end up coming out pretty much the same, because obviously it's just like peachy neutrals, but I've got 2 pictures I think to show you at the end. So let's go over all of the pans and I will tell you how many uses I have got out of each one. So first up we have got Catch Me, a matte nude shade. I'm trying to like hold this up so that you can see it, but also the lights don't like blow this out because the background is reflective. That's better, I think. So Catch Me, the nude, the lightest nude. I have used this twice just to blend out a lot of the time, just to blend out the top edges of something. Then we have got Side to Side. I have used this one 3 times. Honestly, I think I've used it more than that and I just haven't written it down because I love this shade just all over the lid. Either packed on, like really packed on, like pressed on with my finger, or with like quite a fluffy brush to like disperse the shimmers. That shade is beautiful. It's so beautiful and bright. I've really been enjoying it, and I am certain I've used it more than 3 times this month. Then we have got Garden Date, which is a very soft sort of satiny finish. Very beautiful. I have used that one twice. Then we have got Work It, which is like basically just a bronzer tone, a matte bronzer tone on my skin. It's ever so slightly sort of yellow toned, which I actually really like on my slightly yellow toned skin. I think that looks really beautiful, and because it's just a through the crease sort of matte shade, I have managed to use that one 5 times, which obviously is a great amount of usage just in 1 month. So then we have got the shade Prima Drama. Now this is the shade that I was most worried about in the whole palette. I have only used this shade once and I used it, I can't remember what day it was, but I was doing something in the evening and I was like, glitter is appropriate in this setting. So I like packed it all over the lid. I don't think I got a picture of it, but I've used that one once. I think that this is the shade that's going to hold me back throughout this project because I'm not going to want to use a glitter multiple times. But I'm gonna have to level up the palette. So then we have got Meadow, which again is just a through the crease, more pink, but just a through the crease sort of a shade, and I've used that one twice. Then we have got Early Morning, which although it looks glittery, it's much smaller glitters and much more like soft glitter, where Prima Drama is bigger chunks of glitter, where Early Morning is smaller chunks of glitter. It's a little bit easier for me to use just on an everyday, and I've used that one twice this month. Then we have got Dream Maker, which is a pink, a lighter pink than Meadow, so I can either use either of those just through the crease, very, very easy. And Dream Maker I have used twice. Then we have got ICYM, which I understand to mean, in case you missed it, this is a matte tone. Again, just something through the crease, something very, very easy, and I have used that one 4 times. So again, very, very easy to just put through the crease. That, or I can use that to deepen up if I'm using something a little bit lighter through the crease. Then we have got Melody, which is almost like a duochrome. It's very, very smooth, very, very soft. I've used that one twice. Then we have got West Side and Feel Free. I have used both of these. They're both matte and they're both darker shades. They are the shades that I've been using on the outer corner, and I have both used, I've used both of those 4 times each. So that is the amount of usage that I have on this palette, and let me grab my phone and I will show you the ways that I have actually used this palette for the past month. So if I just scooch over a little bit, I'll put a picture up here. So this picture here, I used the shade Meadow through the crease very, very lightly, and I also blended that out like above the crease. You can see where it's really, really nice and blown out, really, really nice and blended. I used Catch Me, sort of the very, very light shade, I used on the inner part of the eye, and then what did I say? Meadow on the outer part of the crease, really, really like blended that colour out. And then I used Early Morning tapped right onto the lid, and I do believe that the liner that I used here is Cherry Pie from Glisten, I think. Don't hold me to that. I did also put Side to Side right on the inner corner, that like pop of bright right on the inner corner. She is beautiful. And then actually I think that that's the only picture that I got. I know that I've used this palette. I'm like looking through my gallery to try and find a picture of the other times that I've used it. I know that I have used this palette when I have been doing my short videos. I've been posting every single day with like graphic liner looks. I'm actually about to film one like over the top of this. I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm doing that after I filmed this. So I can't remember off the top of my head what other looks here I used this palette with. Is that bad that I can't remember? Either way, I've used it that many times. Like I've done a little dot every time I have used the palette. So I know that I've used it that amount of times. I just can't find the picture proof. So that is Project Level Up update number 1. I am very, very happy with the amount of progress that I have here. I'm very happy with the amount of usage that I've got on this palette. I knew that this and my Project Pan palette for the year, the Serenity palette, I knew that they would work together perfectly. So I just need to get better at taking pictures. I know I took pictures for the Serenity palette, and then I think because this is just so peachy brown through the crease, I don't think to take pictures of this one, but I will. I will, because some of my favourite looks are including this palette. I just think that it's so, so pretty. So subscribe if you want to see any further updates from Project Pan and Project Level Up. So this is my first update. I have graduated to level 2 already. I'm very, very excited to be using this palette some more. If you want to see more updates from my Project Pan series, what's the plural of series? series? That sounds wrong. I am going absolutely delulu today, so subscribe if you want to see more from me. Give this video a big thumbs up if you have enjoyed the absolute craziness that is me on a full fat Coca-Cola. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye bye.